Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Savvy Institute of English Learning. Today I am going to discuss writing task 1 and I will focus on line graph. I have divided this lecture into 3 parts, and in today's lecture we will try to focus on vocabulary and we will try to understand what line graph exactly is. पहले हम देखते हैं कि लाइन ग्राफ दिखता कैसे है. So here we have a picture of it. We have data along x-axis and y-axis. Well, in IELTS, most of the time x-axis represents years, month, or I would say it represents time period. And along y-axis we can have percentage, figures in millions, billions. It can represent count of people, it can represent temperature, it can represent percentage of your free time. So this is basically our line graph. So before discussing vocabulary, I would like to tell you the behavior of line. Well, we can divide the behavior of line into 4 broad categories. A line can go upward. It means it behaves in increasing pattern. Or it can have a decrease, or it can remain steady, and it can have some fluctuations that we call zigzag pattern. So, but the interesting fact here is that increase and decrease are further divided into 3 categories. Let's see what those categories are. Okay, here we have increase and decrease further divided into 3 parts: gradual, moderate, rapid. What does it mean? It means increasing pattern can be very fast. You can have big changes, you can have small changes, and you can have moderate changes. Gradual represents small changes and moderate is for medium changes. Rapid is for big changes. Let's try to understand behavior of line in more detail with help of a diagram. Okay, here we can see a black line. Black line here represents gradual decrease, which means small changes. Okay, and maroon line is for gradual increase, and rapid increase is being represented by pink line, and purple line shows us rapid decrease. We can also see here green line, which has some fluctuations or rapid changes. Well, this green line helps us to understand zigzag pattern or fluctuations. But keep one thing in your mind: fluctuation and zigzag word can be used if you have 2 ups and 2 rise. मैं आपको इसको और डिटेल में बता देती हूँ. देखो, अगर आपके पास सिर्फ एक सिंगल अप है और उसके बाद एक डाउन है, मैं उसको जिगजैग नहीं बोल सकती. तो आपके पास एटलीस्ट 2 या फिर 2 से ज़्यादा, ठीक है, अप्स होने चाहिए और डाउन्स होने चाहिए. 2 हाईएस्ट पॉइंट होने चाहिए और 2 लोएस्ट पॉइंट होने चाहिए. फिर जाके आप उसको जिगजैग पैटर्न बोल सकते हो, या फिर आप उसको फ्लक्चुएशंस लिख सकते, अदरवाइज वी कैनॉट use zigzag and fluctuations for that change. Okay, here we also have a blue line and it is for steadiness. If your line is not changing for a particular time period, in that case we can make use of steadiness and standability to represent the behavior of line. Hope you can now have more clear vision of behavior of line. And now we will try to move to next section. It's yes, we have vocabulary here. तो पहले मैं आपको एक चीज़ बताना चाहूँगी कि why we need to learn vocabulary for line graph. It's very good question and I think आपको पता होना चाहिए इसके बारे में. इसका रीज़न ये है कि आप जब एक लाइन ग्राफ को लिखते हो, you can have one line there, you can have 2 lines, you can have 3 lines and 4 lines. एंड ऑब्वियसली अगर आपके पास इतनी सारी लाइंस हैं तो आपको बार बार इंक्रीज, डिक्रीज, स्टैंडेबिलिटी, जिगजैग, ये सारे पैटर्न एक से ज़्यादा बार दिखेंगे. तो हम अगर एक वर्ड को बार बार लिखेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली उससे जो आपके टास्क में कुछ ऐसे वर्ड होंगे जो बार बार दिखेंगे और उसमें कोई रीडर को इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्टर्स नहीं वो मिल पाएंगे. तो उस रेपिटेशन को ख़त्म करने के लिए, रिडंडेंसी को ख़त्म करने के लिए हमें वो कैप की ज़रूरत है जो आपको आपकी हेल्प करेगी इस प्रॉब्लम से बाहर निकलने के लिए. सो आई स्टार्ट विद इंक्रीज. We can make use of rise, go, rocket, climb, jump, soar, surge, shoot up, skyrocket, leap, incline. Yes, instead of increase. So these words would help you to represent increasing patterns. And when it comes to decrease, we have a good range of vocabulary here. Fall, decline, plummet, drop, dip, plunge, slump, take a nosedive, but take a nosedive is little informal. Okay, steadiness, level out, plateau, remain steady, unchanged, remain stable, remain static. Ups and downs, wave, oscillate, zigzag, vacillate, and fluctuation. These are the words that can be used at the place of most common words. Okay, so but I would like to tell you one more thing here. As we have studied, we have 3 types of increase: gradual, rapid, and moderate. So we cannot make use of all these words for same behavior. If we have gradual incline, we can make use of these words. Incline can be written a gradual incline or incline gradually. Rise, and same is true for rise. We need to add adjectives and adverbs with rise if we have small changes: climb, grow, and go up. But here I have few words that cannot be used when you have moderate and yes, gradual incline. And these words are surge, soar, rocket, mushroom, jumped. These words basically themselves represent a huge change. So we need not to put extra words that we usually call adjectives and adverbs. So we need not to put adjectives and adverbs before these words. Yes, but if you are making use of incline, rise, incline, climb can be used here, but you must have some adjectives and adverbs with it so that examiner or reader can have more clear view of it. Okay, and now we have decrease. Okay, if you have gradual decrease, you can make use of a gradual decline gradually, dipped gradually, a gradual dip, drop, and same is true for drop, fall, went down, and slip back. You can make use of gradual, moderate, and also dramatically. But keep this in mind, you need to understand what type of increase it is. Okay, here I have one word, slip back. Slip back can be used to represent decrease, but keep this thing in mind, you can make use of this word only if you have rise before drop. Okay, next we have some words to represent big decrease or rapid decrease: slump, plunge, and plant. These words can be used to represent big changes or when you have a big drop. Okay, now we have some adjectives and adverbs that help us to represent its behavior in more detail. We can tell the examiner it is fast, it is big change, it is small, what kind of change we have. And to represent those words, we must have some adjectives and adverbs. And here is a list of possible adjectives: gradual, sharp, steep, considerable, moderate, dramatic, steady, rapid, modest, slight, significantly. Okay, and here I also have a note for you. It is dramatic is an adjective, not dramatical. Most people, I would say, most people make use of dramatical word, but it is wrong choice of word. We need to make use of dramatic instead of dramatical. Okay. सो यस यहाँ पे हमें मिल गई एक लिस्ट पॉसिबल एडवर्ब्स की और इसमें है हमारे पास ग्रेजुअली, मॉडेस्टली, ड्रामेटिकली, स्टीपली, सिग्निफिकेंटली, रैपिडली, moderately, sharply, slightly, steadily, considerably, and slowly. And keep this thing in mind, there is no word fastly, so don't write fastly. That's all about today's vocabulary, and I will be back with next part of line graph very soon. Keep watching my channel. Thank you.